So much. We are going to talk a little bit about a local organization now that really works to support our veterans and maybe, working through things in a creative way. So I am joined now by Bill Richards. Bill, thanks so much for being here. First and foremost, thank you so much for your service. I love that you've got your hat on. You are sort of the guy to talk to about Vetacon in our community. It's this group that works to connect veterans with sort of creative outlets in a lot of different ways. Thanks so much for being here, first of all. Tell me a little bit about Vetacon. If someone hasn't heard of it, what do you guys do?
Well, I have to start at the beginning.
Yeah.
The VA has a program through the mental therapy. They have arts and music therapy through that. And I've always been an artist and musician. In 2016, I was national with the National Veterans Creative Arts, and then 2018. But I saw a lot of veterans, talented veterans, that got nowhere, because the art's very subjective.
Sure.
And I said, I want to have a program to where nobody's judging, it's not a competition. We're actually helping and encouraging other vets. Because as we know, 22 vets a day commit suicide. And so I came up with the idea. In 2017, I had a pitch to 2018. I had a pitch to the Michigan Veterans Entrepreneur Lab. And I had this idea. First time there's a pilot program. And I won $2,000 on my pitch.
Wow.
I was like, okay, I think that's a sign. Okay, all right.
Let's go somewhere with this.
Let's go somewhere. I feel like I can't disappoint people. So we really started kicking off Vetacon then. And throughout that year, 2018, 2019, I went through Comic Cons. And I didn't have a name for it yet. And I wanted to be Veterans Creative Arts, but it's a very broad term.
Yeah.
So I went to Comic Cons and said, what if we had something for veterans? And I said, okay, that's when I came up with the name Vetacon.
There
Veterans
you go.
Art Convention.
Rolls off the tongue. I love it.
Yeah, thank you, ma'am.
And so, yeah, you guys have been, in business, not business, but in operation for a couple of years now, and you host events locally. And the big thing that you were telling me that you guys are all about is making sure that veterans, if they, want to express themselves in some creative way, they have somewhere to do that or learn how to get into it. That's really what you guys are about.
Right.
About doing. Tell me a little bit about that.
Well, I had taught through the Guitars for Vets program, and that's a very good program, and I still plug it because they go through 12 weeks of program, and then they get a free guitar. I tried to get the Guitars for Vets program started at the Wyoming VA clinic.
Cool.
And then I went, and I'm teaching now at a local music place. And so I really want to see more veterans involved. And of course, with the Guitars for Vets, that's what it is. They teach guitar, but I teach banjo, I teach bass, I teach guitar, mandolin. So I really, it's like a lot of veterans out there, they want to learn something different. We also teach drawing, but so when the veterans come to me and say, hey, I want to learn weaving, basket weaving, whatever. We'll find a vet, match them up with that vet where they can learn. And we call it our battle buddy. That's what we called it when we was in the service. And where you learn a trade from another vet, peer-to-peer, totally free. And then after we get that veteran involved, we want to help say, hey, because we want to build confidence back. Because that's a lot of times realistic. That's the main core of every veteran. They lose confidence in themselves. They don't have a goal anymore. And if we can say, hey, you're pretty good at that ukulele, whatever it is, okay? We want to show, we want to put you on a stage and show what you're learning.
Yeah, I love it.
And that gives them confidence again. And if they've got confidence, they're not worried about committing suicide. And I've told every veteran I meet, I'd rather hear about your success than ever read about your obituary. And if there's one thing I can do to help you, I will. And that's what Vetacon's all about.
I just love it. I love everything that this has to do with. And as far as, connecting a veteran with another veteran, as opposed to, somebody in town who plays ukulele but isn't a veteran,
right.
Connecting that sort of battle buddy relationship like you were talking about, how much more, not that there's anything wrong with anyone who's teaching weaving or ukulele and isn't a veteran, but connecting vet to vet, how does that really just increase the success of, this whole program that folks can be a part
in
of?
my opinion, the only person who can really relate to a veteran is someone who served.
Yes.
And I've got this other phrase, and I've used it, and the veterans love it. If we ain't ragging, we ain't bragging. We ain't putting you down because you're a Marine, then we didn't serve, okay? So we got that right to joke amongst, but we know when the rubber hits the road, we've got your six, with something a lot of people don't understand.
Yeah.
Are in combat. My dad was Vietnam, and I was Desert Storm. It's two different battlefields.
Sure.
But we still had missiles going overhead, bullets flying, whatever. So we understand each other.
Similar experience
Exactly.
and connection.
So that's the reason why when we connect, I can meet veterans that I've never seen, And it's like I've known them for years
Yeah.
because we have similar experiences.
Absolutely. Okay, and so, you know, if there's folks at home watching right now that they are veterans or they've got a veteran family member, you all right? No, it's okay. You know, and they're hearing about this and they're like, I know sometimes too, and I know I've talked with some veteran groups in the past where, you know, we have all these great resources, but it's tough to actually get our veterans to some of these resources and get involved. If someone's interested, you all right? You want us to grab you some water?
I'm so sorry.
No, it's okay. It's all right. No, totally fine.
Continue, I'm sorry.
No, take a cough, all good. We're just talking a little bit about Vetacon, which is such a great local organization. But, you know, if someone is interested in getting involved, what's your advice there?
Well, we do have a Facebook group, if you're on Facebook. We also have a website. And what I'll try to do on the website is also take veterans that maybe can't get out, okay? And we say, give me some pictures, or promote your pottery, promote your paintings.
Yeah.
And I also talk to other veterans who are musicians. So we have a musical background for the imagery. So we're taking two veterans, maybe one's a musician, maybe one's a 2D picture artist, whatever, and make a videos for them. They could see it on our website. We're still trying to promote them. If they're out of our area, you know, maybe they don't have Facebook, maybe they don't have social media, maybe they're older people. I give them my phone number. Let me know what I can do to help you, okay? And I come out and take photographs of their work, and maybe we promote it on our website, of course, with their permission.
Yeah.
And no matter what, we always try to make sure we don't leave a veteran behind.
Absolutely. And that was another big thing that's a part of Vetacon is, okay, say you're doing drawing or you're painting or you're, you know, doing music in some fashion. You try and help folks be set up to, you know, market themselves and maybe make some money off of what they're doing, which is really cool. And it sticks with them, you know, whatever they want to do, however much they want to sell stuff for, you know, it's up to them. But that goes back to that confidence like you were mentioning. Tell me a little bit about how that works. You know, it's really up to whatever that person wants to do.
I've often told people, like I say, in music or any art, it's like a highway, okay? Like say if I take the guitar. If you want to just play campfire songs, Kumbaya, then that's the first exit you're going to get off. You learn your simple cowboy chords, whatever it is. Okay, that's what you want to do? Okay. If you want, I've played in Nashville, Tennessee. I've played in 26 states. If you want to make that type of impact, it's going to be later on down the road, okay? But
start small, you'll get there.
Exactly. And so I'll help them get there. If they want to compete in the National Veterans Creative Arts Festival, I can show them how to do that. So however far they want to take that creative art.
Yeah.
If they just want to say, no, I just want to be hometown arts and crafts events, we'll help them get the tables, the tent set up. And I mean, we won't come out of our pocket, but we show them where we get ours at.
Yeah.
And show them, hey, this place offers veteran discount, this place doesn't, whatever. And have them get them the supplies they need to where they can sell their own wares.
Very cool. Really just setting them up with the resources and the connections that they need to take it wherever. You know, maybe they just want to paint at home, that's fine. Maybe they want to sell at local stuff. Maybe they want to sell in California, what have you.
Exactly, yeah.
Very cool. Anything I'm missing about this? Anything else you want people at home to know just about the great work that you guys are doing?
I believe every veteran, no matter what they serve, branch of service, makes a difference then, they can make a difference now. It doesn't matter if you're just got out of the service, if you've been out of the service since Vietnam. Never sell yourself short. You still can make an impact today.
I love this. And I mean, you've been involved with this organization. You know, this is your thing for several years now. What's the impact it's had on you personally?
Well, I've founded it, and because a lot of times I could say this on air, and I'm comfortable with it. When I say there's 22 vets a day that commit suicide, I tell them I can relate because I try to do that route. So I know how dark that abyss is. Now, when I tell people this, I don't want them to feel sorry for me. I want them to understand I can relate to those veterans who feel that darkness. And I want to say, here, come on, I got you, okay? Come on out here, come on. Put a guitar in your hand, put a paintbrush, do something. Write a song, do a painting, okay? And people they can hear your song, or they see your painting, they can say, I can relate to how you're feeling.
Yeah.
And that's all we're trying to do is get our expressions out and say, hey, we battled this. We're still battling the PTSD, this anxiety now, but we're overcoming it through consistency in practicing music, through arts, whatever. That's
I love it. Oh, thank you so much for sharing how this has impacted you and impacting other people. It's really so motivational. I hope we at least touch someone who's watching tonight who can hear about this and get involved and really experience that confidence and that positivity that you've been talking about.
Well, thank you for having me, ma'am.
So again, folks can go on your website if they want to learn more. It's Vetacon, so Vetacon, and they can learn more in that way. And you guys are doing local events all the time that they can get involved in if they'd like. If they don't like, that's fine too. Anything else for folks to know?
In fact, we're having an event tomorrow through Ashley Furniture, and I forgot exactly the location. I know my
That's okay.
other guy's going to be, and we've been with them for 4 years. They're a great organization. In fact, Vetacon's bought a gift card for 1 month of classes that they could take at the store that I work at.
Oh, cool.
So, and we're going to give that away. Okay, so you come in and it's a giveaway. So if they still want to take lessons, they can put their name in the hat for that.
Very cool. All right, well, Bill, thank you so much for being here and talking about this. I really appreciate your time.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you.
And businesses